Hey friend, it's Simply T again, and your girl's been working extra hard. So I went ahead and treated myself and I got me a new wig. That's right. If you want to see how I achieved this kinky straight look and where you can get a wig just like this, you know what to do. Keep watching. This is my first purchase from HAIRVIVI Hair, and I'm really excited to get my first wig from them. So let's unbox it together. Make sure to check my description box for all the details on this wig after you get done watching this video, and I'll have all the info you need right there. When I opened the box, I saw the hair bag, and then I realized there was an even tinier bag underneath it with a double-sided edge brush, and they made sure to include some alligator clips. But of course, we're all here for the main star of this show, okay? Which is this Afrolista Kinky Straight wig from hairvivi.com. It came with an HD lace and it is in 22 inches. And off the bat, I'm in love with the texture and the length. So I'm flipping it over and I see that there's like a false scalp, and I'm not always a fan of those, but I'm gonna give it a try before I try to take it out. The knots on the wig already look pre-bleached, and it came with this really neat fitted elastic band as well as 3 combs, 2 on the sides and 1 on the back with adjustable straps. So let's try Miss Afrolista on and get into our wig install. Usually the false scalp does not match the scalp tone or color of the person wearing the wig. So that was the first thing that I wanted to look for when I tried the wig on for the first time. The volume on this wig is huge, okay? Straight out the pack. But I'm just tugging at the lace, looking at the hairline. Even though it's pre-plucked, it's a lot of volume and it's nicely full. So I'm gonna have to pluck it out to blend it with my natural hairline. Right before I pluck the hairline a little bit more, I wanna make sure that I pull all that hair back by flattening it out with my hot comb and a little bit of my EBIN New York wax stick just to lay it down. I want to bring out the straight out the pack pattern of the hairline, see what it looks like before I pluck it to my liking, because I want to avoid over plucking. So it's really puffy right now in its natural state, so I'm just going to flatten it out a little bit more, see how thin it is, and if it's thick in other spots, I'm going to pluck it a little bit more. I plucked my frontal off camera, and now I'm ready to go in with my first layer of glue. Of course, I always break my frontal down into sections because it makes it so much easier to lay down the wig on the hairline, or to pick the exact location that you want your hairline of the wig to lay. So you just see me going in with 1 to 2 layers of glue in each section of that frontal. Now you're going to see me add a little extra on the sides because it's really important for me to make sure that those side tabs stick. Once my glue is dry and clear in all the sections, I'm going to start pressing the lace into my skin for a flatter melt. So you just see me cutting the tabs off first, because once I'm ready to lay the side tabs down, it's really important when it comes to placement. So cutting that excess lace off the side always helps me for a more accurate melt on the sides. You won't see me doing my usual foundation at the top, only because the lace came pre-tinted in the shade Cappuccino, and I just want to see exactly how much it matches my actual skin tone before I go in with any other tinting of my own. So I'm just going to continue pressing this in before I spray a couple of layers of my EBIN New York Supreme Bond spray, just for that extra melt. I feel like the glue and the extra layer of spray at the top just creates an even more natural, flatter look in the front. I haven't cut the lace yet, so I'm just going to let it sit underneath my elastic band and start going through my hair with some heat protectant serum before I flat iron this hair in sections. The look I'm going for with this wig is a sleek kind of middle part style. So even though I'm using my flat iron, I'm not going to pass it through each section of hair that many times because I'm not trying to get it bone straight. I want to maintain the texture of the hair and just make it a little bit flatter for my final look. As I get closer and closer to the top of this wig with my flat iron, the scalp of the lace is peeking through, and I really must say I'm impressed. I'm kind of happy I let it just kind of display without adding anything extra just yet, because that false scalp is actually doing its job, and that's kind of rare. You don't see that often. Most times with the false scalp underneath a wig cap, it has this really thick discolored line of demarcation, but HAIRVIVI actually did their thing with this false scalp. Look at that texture, y'all. This wig is really giving me, you know, I washed and conditioned my hair before my mom blew it out and pre-stretched it for church or back to school, and I love it. I've been wanting to try out more textured wigs on my channel, and I've had a couple of requests to show some, so I'm definitely pleased with my first purchase. I'm really happy I gave the false scalp a try before cutting it off the cap, because it's really looking like all the knots underneath the wig were bleached, but it really was just the hairline, but you really can't tell the difference at all. So my lace has been underneath this band baking for some time, so let's see how we did. Oh my gosh. Yo, so look at this. I haven't even cut the lace yet, and it is all the way blended and like melted down. But I'm not gonna let y'all catch me slipping. So you know I have to go in with an extra layer of blending and melting. So I'm gonna use my EBIN New York Tinted Lace Mousse in the shade dark brown, and I'm just gonna shake that up a couple times before I add it to a makeup brush and just brush that in where you see the lace being cut off, because that creates a lot of cast or backflash. So I'm not going to add too much because a little bit goes a long way, but I'm going to brush that into the cut lace where you see that line of demarcation and just let it dry on its own. Okay, let's check out the final look so far. This is what it looks like with a few passes of the flat iron. It still has its texture, so I'm happy about that. Now let's check out this lace, honey. Okay, get into it. Come on, hairline. Now, I like to wear my wigs for a little while before I start adding things like layers and baby hairs in them. So let's check out the look so far. This is how long it looks. This is how full it looks in the back with a natural shine to it. You can still see a little bit of that waviness, that kinkiness in the length. So I'm really loving this hair so far. Friend, thank you for clicking play on my video. And if you haven't joined the fam already, make sure you click that little red button on the bottom of your screen and join the fam. What are you waiting for? As always, guys, thank you, thank you, thank you. I will meet you here, same place, next time. Peace out.